All right, John Shaw. Well, he's got himself 100 last weekend. It's not his first of the season. How are you, Johnny?
Yeah, good. Good, thank
That's
you.
good.
Just about recovered. Just about recovered.
I bet. It was a long day, wasn't it? It was a hot day. But let's go back to a couple of years ago. You were playing 6th grade, mate. You're getting 60s and 70s. And now you're in 2nd grade. I think your lowest score was 19 this year. Tell us about the progress from 6s to 2s.
Well, got to be praised to Dale Hansen, hasn't it, in the 6s? He obviously knows his stuff, said the right things, and here I am.
All right. Hey, and I mentioned earlier in the season you got 100 against Redlands, mate. Tell us about that knock, because that was solid.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a big game. Obviously, I was a bit nervous. Alistair put some faith in me and said, I'd like you to come and play 2s, bring your experience. So it wouldn't have been ideal if I got a first ball, which I nearly did, actually. The first ball, I thought, stayed a bit low and nearly knocked middle stump out of the ground, but managed to survive for half an hour or so, and then battered for the day, which was good. It's good to try and help out the younger players. I can't get around in the field like I used to, but if I can talk to them about the game, then hopefully I can bring something to the team as well as a few runs.
Mate, I think that's really important. I have a bit of a myth with the selection in the Queensland side. They seem to pick anybody underneath 25, and really doesn't give much drive for older players just to go back and play club cricket and try and get higher honours. And I think that's missing in a lot in Premier grade cricket, that we don't have experienced players. I've used it then, like yourself, to come up and play with these two. You need your blend, but that blend is starting to thin out a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not just Queensland cricket. It's not just cricket. It's just sport in general seems to be the big push. Certainly in soccer as well, there's a big push. There's financial incentives for playing younger players, which, you've got to get the balance right, haven't you? The younger players have got to have older players to learn from. I know I certainly benefited hugely from having, getting into a senior side at a young age, and then, just sitting back and watching how the senior guys went about, scoring runs, taking wickets, scoring goals, whatever the sport may be.
Yeah.
And you need to watch the guys who've been there and done it.
Well, you've got youth in your side there. You were batting with young Tommy Gossett. He's looking the goods, mate.
Tommy's a good player. Yeah, he's obviously going to be a first grade player at some point in the not too distant future. It's great to see guys like that come through. Yeah, so there's lots of talent at the club. I'm very lucky, actually. I feel privileged to have landed on the doorstep of such a good club with good coaches, good people, and good players.
Let's talk about your knock on the weekend, mate. You're not out, and I guess you're going to bat again tomorrow. A while to get off the mark, but a couple on the legs and away you went. A couple of good shots, and I thought, geez, you're strong on the legs. But then I think your third scoring shot was a lovely off drive, mate. You've got all the tricks.
Yeah, I think that was a leading edge. It was meant to go through mid-wicket. Came off the leading edge and went through the offside. Try and keep it simple. I'm not been blessed with lots of strokes. Try and keep the good ones out. I'm waiting for them to bowl on my pads, which, hopefully they do a few times in an innings. The
job of the number 3 batsman is obviously to bat time. And how did you feel when you lost 3 quick wickets around that 100 mark?
Oh, that's all right. That's all. It happens, doesn't it? In an ideal situation, Sam and I could have batted and put on a big partnership, or Goss was looking good, But these things happen. You just have to adapt and play the situation. Keep it simple. We always say, bat the day. Get through to the last hour, and there'll be easy runs to be had. So whether you're 7 wickets down or 2 wickets down, just keep it simple. Play the situation.
Mate, you brought up the 100. You were pretty happy. You were pretty gassed too, by the looks of things.
Yeah, I was actually. I was obviously happy. I was happier against Redlands. Obviously, that was a big relief. But there'd been so many run-outs. I felt like I ran about 5 blokes out trying to get my 100 against Redlands. So I didn't feel like I should celebrate against them. So it was that was a celebration for the 100 against Redlands as well. Yeah,
you got Alice McDermott and Simon Hadrell as well, and yourself as well. You get some input as well into some of the coaching and some of the talk around the side.
Not really. Not on match day. Alistair's asked my opinions on a few things, but he normally just says, you're not going to bowl today. We don't need you to bowl. That's the only communication I get on match day. No, I've started to get a bit more involved on training nights on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But no, Simon and Alistair have got it all covered on match day. They don't need my input there.
Game day rituals, Johnny Shaw. What do you do, mate? Is there any superstitions? Do you have bacon and eggs for breakfast? Do do something naughty, or do you do, what's the go before you head down to Bill Albury?
The last few mornings, because my kids, I've got 2 boys, and they're involved in sport on Saturday morning. So my wife's having to, deal with all the sport on a Saturday morning. So I feel bad that I leave the house for a day's cricket. So I try and walk the dog first thing on a Saturday morning, do at least one job that needs doing, and no, keep it simple. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Walk the dog.
Obviously, you feed into first grade. You're in a similar position with first grade that you need to start winning some games before Christmas. Can we expect some aggression in the field tomorrow against Sunny Coast?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, we've got to get some wins. I think Alistair wants us to get a few more runs first. But the way we've been unlucky, I mean, we could have beat Redlands, we could have beat Ipswich.
Yeah.
So we've been getting ourselves into good positions. The bowlers were looking good in the nets last night, and Alistair keeps saying, top of off, be patient.
Yep.
I think patience is the key. I'm confident we, a couple of wins are there, but first grade wins matter for me. Seconds to sixes, it's nice to win, but it's about producing first grade cricketers. So
yeah.
If we produce 3 or 4 guys over the next year or 2 that become good first grade cricketers, then your second grade's a success. The results are nice, but it's all about the production line.
Wonderful philosophy, my friend, and we've seen that with Stephen Graham and Joel Harrison. They've gone up there and done good things in first grade. So that's a great philosophy to have. And it is a club, isn't it? It's not 6 teams; it's one club. But tomorrow, do you tee off now?
I don't think I've got tee off in me, but the other guys will. I think I'll just give them strike and hobble down the other end.
All right, mate. Well, I've just put your highlights package together. It's beautiful to watch. I love seeing a well-grounded out, good hard knock, and that was patience, and there were some great shots in there. Congratulations, mate, and I don't think it'll be your last 100 for the year. We'll talk again soon.
Brilliant. Thanks, John.
Sure, mate. Cheers. Thank you.